It's the Pistons, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. We've got a chance to...
They were letting them hear about that.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Mavericks, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end.
Terrific shooters tonight.
Well, it's going to take tremendous energy, so I would look for them to go fairly deep into the bench.
Steve talked about last year when they met and how the differences existed between the two, and maybe the same this year too, Clark.
Well, that's the way you would expect it to play out, Kevin. But
Jackson drives in, and White slams it in.
Not that time.
Here's Jackson. Bounces high off the rim. Up top, Dumars. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Outside, Harper. Here's Mashburn. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
It's nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Here's Mashburn. Lays it up and banks it in. On the wing, Dumars. Here's Polynice. The second chance effort. And the layup is good. Thomas goes in. 6 on the shot clock. The feather touch on the finger roll. Here's Williams. Outside Harper. Here's White. And he makes it look easy. Back to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Elliott the bucket. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 13. Just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks.
And I'm not quite sure why that is, because I think they've got the talent to be among the league leading.
On Jackson. Elliott kicks to Dumars. And he's good on the 3-ball. Now the feed to Mills. Shot clock at 6. They now take the lead. Jackson drives in. Out to White. Outside Harper. Drills the 3-pointer. Dumars. Takes a shot at the elbow. They get it back. Mills. After the miss from Jackson. And White with the block. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Harper's shot's good. And there's the pass to Hunter. Another 3 for Detroit.
Totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter.
When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one. And that should tilt things toward them.
And they're pushing it up. All going up court.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here. I wouldn't be surprised, Steve, as well as they've got.
They host the 76ers after this game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Brown. It's on target from the high post. Number 30. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. The dish now to Mills. Sweet little floater. Fades and shoots. But they recover it. Jones dishes to Smith. And down it goes. Jamming that one home. Mavericks trailed by 5. Clark Davis struggling here at offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure. Went for the two-hander on that. To say which way their season will go. Perhaps, an upstart in the playoffs, or maybe not making the playoffs at all. But
Polynice defended by Jones. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Anderson.
Oftentimes that decides the game.
Back to Smith. From down in the low post. Corner shot. And that is good. Thomas, number 21. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Bring him down. Upside Thomas. Upside Thomas. And that's good.
Opportunity they have. Well, they need to be.
He kicks to Anderson. A rim-rattling two-handed jam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Pass to Elliott. Shoots the three. That's good. And now a 10-point Piston lead. Number 21. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Derek Harper. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And then Williams slams it in.
You know, so surprising he goes for a slam that difficult. Well,
it's the Pistons now. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Elliott. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
On that reverse.
Here's Harper. He dishes it to Williams. Good on the shot. He feeds it to Anderson. Another shot. That's good. Williams against Elliott. The feed to Dumars. Fires for three. Another three for Detroit. Harper with the ball. Isaiah Thomas covering. Outside for Jackson. Another three for Dallas.
This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization.
Mashburn covered by Elliott. Hits the bucket.
It was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Here's Mashburn. Connects on the follow-on jumper.
This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end. And to me, what jumps out is
outside Dumars. Elliott pulls up on the elbow, and the jumper is good. Hunter the pass to Dumars, and White with the block. A solo fast break. Here's Harper. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Shots out of there.
Elliott kicks to Lambier. A beautiful reverse layup. Shoots it up. No good off the front iron. Dallas has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Gets the bucket. Mashburn covered by Dumars. It's a game now all time. He passes to Elliott. Back to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Kept alive. Here's Colonies.
Crashes the offensive glass and gets a slam dunk for his effort. I like the work.
You know, Clark, pretty easy for him once he got a handle on the... Harper against Thomas.
Oh, huge play. Talk about putting something
from outside the arc. And that one's good. Jackson drives in. Williams, a follow-up flush.
Gav, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for what... Thomas kicks to Mills. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. And that one's good. Mills, he's guarded by Williams. Goes up the baseline. Again, about a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. To the inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. From the wing. And Dallas again with the bucket. Makes the lead pass. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks. You know, things can get out of hand, so this is a good timeout.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Lawrence Franklin and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Gets it to go.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And the shot is good.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
So it's the Mavericks now. Excellent use of the screen that time. Nice ball movement by Detroit. On the wing, Dumars, guarded by Jackson. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. Thomas off a pick from Anderson. It's blocked. Here's Polonies, and he jams it with authority. hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. White drives in. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, that's a...
Elliott's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get it again. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Here's Mashburn on target from 13 feet. Outside Dumars. He dishes it to Thomas. Passes it to Elliott. Expanding his range. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Mavericks trailed by 7. 1:02 left in the 4th quarter. Kicks it to Harper. Outside Harper. Here's Mashburn. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down again. He did make 2 in the first half.
Thomas goes in.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now. Yeah, they've got to work very quickly here, Steve.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Those.
And so it's Detroit with the W. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just staying night sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us.